guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm filming this makeup look and I have no idea how I'm gonna name this video, but I'm guessing if you're watching it, it already has a title. I decided to create this makeup look. I got inspired by a Selena Gomez makeup look. She has this beautiful red lip color and she has more of a dewy skin finish, but I decided to just keep it matte because I feel like summertime you sweat a lot, so naturally you're gonna become dewy, but I prefer to just lock everything in and just keep it matte, at least for a while, you know? So I decided to go ahead and create this makeup look. It's super simple. I just used one eyeshadow. Can you believe that? That's it. That's all I have. It's insane. And then for lip color, I'm using this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the color Monte Carlo, which is really good because it's drugstore, so it's really inexpensive. I love how it looks. I feel that it gives you that perfect color because it has a lot of like blue pigmentation or pigments, and that helps making your lips look a little bit, your teeth look lighter, whiter. So I can't complain about that. I mean, to like look white, I don't know. I'm super excited on how everything ended up looking, so if you want to know how I created this makeup look, just keep on watching. So for today I have no idea what I'm gonna call this video, but I was inspired on Selena Gomez. I think she's so pretty. There's a makeup that, who did this makeup? Yeah, she has this like bronzy look and this red lip, which screams summer for me. I feel that for summertime you want to look glowy, and the less you have on your face the better. Go ahead and prime my skin. I already used the Kiehl's Powerful Wrinkle Reducing Cream. So let's go ahead and use a primer. I'll be using the Stila All Day 10-in-1 Illuminating Beauty Balm. It is so old, but I love it. I love it for summertime even more, just because I feel like summertime you want to look glowy. So let's go ahead and use this as a primer. I'll be using just my hands to apply it. So it has a tint to it, but not like a crazy one, so you can just mix it in with your fingers. If you get really oily, I would suggest using like an oil control primer. This is a skin enhancer. I love this. I feel like if you have really good skin, you can definitely buy this one. I bought it just a tad bit lighter, just because I bought it around winter time, so I feel like I was a little bit lighter. But oh my god, this is so pigmented and a little goes a long way. This is a good product. If you buy it a little bit darker and you can use it as a foundation, you can just go ahead and cover all your like acne areas or your trouble areas, when the areas that you don't want to show. So for today I'm going to be using super simple look. I'm going to be using the Limitless 15-Hour Wear Cream Eyeshadow in the color Icon. This is from Smashbox Cosmetics. It's a bronze color, but it's a cream eyeshadow. I feel that for summertime, these are the ones that you just want to hunt and get, just because it's easier for travel, for everything. You just use your fingers and apply it directly on your lid. So I don't want to go a little bit, I'm not going a little bit crazy, just a little bit like that. Blending it in, like that. Just a beautiful bronze color. I feel that it's such a beautiful shade for a summer night out. So beautiful. Long way, you don't have to like reapply a lot. I feel that it's easier to blend with your fingers than with a brush. But however you feel it's easier for you, you can go ahead and do that. See, I'm going back and forth with two fingers. So I have the main one, which has all the product, which is the one that I press in, and then I go in with my clean finger. Usually it's better to use this finger than this one because you have more pressure on this one, and this is the light one. So if you want to use this finger just to blend in gently, you can go ahead and do that. And then just reapply the rest of it with applying the eyeshadow cream eyeshadow. Can't speak today. I feel that it looks really nice. I love it. I think that just with a pair of eyelashes you're all good to go. Let's go ahead and use the Whirl Lash Mascara by Benefit. You don't need eyelashes, but for me I like to add them to complete the look. Mascara, if you have long lashes, you really don't have to do this step. I prefer to use lashes just because I feel that it completes the makeup look. So I'm using the Ardell Studio Effect, my favorite, and for the glue I'm using the House of Lashes. Okay guys, so for foundation, I'll be using the Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation. I'm mixing it in with the LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation just because the Smashbox, it's a little bit too dark for me right now, and this is a little bit too light, so I think it's the perfect combo to use. And then I love mixing in for summertime a liquid bronzer. I'm using the Temp2 Shimmer Bronzer. It looks like this, just like 2 drops to my foundation. And I also love to mix in a liquid glow just because you want to look glowy for summertime. So this is a Temp2 with BoxyCharm. They did a collab. It's a liquid glow, so it looks like this. I do like 3 to 4 drops on my foundation and then just mix it in. So you really can't tell that it has shimmer, but once you apply it, you'll look very glowy. So I'll be using my beauty blender, my damp beauty blender. The great thing about foundations is I feel that you could just, if it looks too light, just go in with a bronzer afterwards and you'll be fine. It's not the end of the world. Summertime and you don't want to be all cakey, so just a little goes a long way. And then if anything, just bring in the cream bronzer that I'll be showing you guys. And that's it. You don't really have to go really crazy for summertime. I have the Hoola bronzer, the cream, the quickie contour stick. I like going in with this bronzer because I feel like if your foundation is a little bit too light, you can just make it a little bit darker. And you don't have to like waste that amount of foundation just because it's a little bit too light and you're too bronzed for summertime. So I just like doing it like this. See? I just love being bronzed. This is an extra step. You don't really have to do this step. You could do your concealer first as well. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. If anything, I could just reapply a little bit. And then I love to do a little bit of bronzer underneath like my jaw because I want to look a little bit more skinnier. Good to go. So just a little bit like that shadow. It creates that shadow for you, which is perfect before applying the powder bronzer. So as you can tell, I look so scary because my under eyes are so dark right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this Becca under eye brightening cream. It's in this salmon-y color. So I'm gonna use my fingers because I've been using my brush, but I feel that it's making it look so cakey underneath. So I'm just gonna dab it in with my fingers. So I've been loving mixing in the Tarte Shape Tape and the NYX one. Just because the Tarte Shape Tape, it's too light for me, and then the next color is too dark. That's it. I just applied 2 dots like that, and then I'll use the NYX to blend it in. I like a bright under eye. You don't really have to do this step, but I love it. I feel that the Beauty blender shears it out a little bit, so if you want that extra coverage, you could definitely use a brush. I use a brush. It all depends how I want it to look. So for today, I don't want to look heavy because it's like a summer glow. So I'll use a beauty blender to blend everything in. But usually I'll use a brush to apply it because a brush gives you a full coverage compared to a beauty blender. Beauty blenders usually tend to shear out the product, so it all depends on your taste. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Ben Nye Luxurious powder. I like to use this to bake underneath my eyes. So I'm using the same damp beauty blender and I'm gonna start baking underneath my eyes. I like to bring it in up to here just because I feel like it completes the look of that like lift underneath your eye. So I just use it underneath my eyes. I don't like to use this product to set my forehead or any part around my face because I feel like it looks weird too yellow to have like a spot here and then underneath here. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I'm in the color Fair Light. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this just to set in some points of my face. It's a little bit lighter compared to the one underneath my eyes, that where I usually crease. So around my mouth, like that, on my nose, like that, forehead, which I have those crazy freaking fine lines. And then I like to go in with a bronzer and then clean it up with the rest of this powder. Mixing it in. I don't like to go crazy with highlighters for summertime just because you're all glowy already, so because of the sweat. I like going in with the Hourglass Nude Bronzer Light and the Natasha Denona Glow just because I feel that both of them have shimmer on it, so I don't really need a highlighter. Slightly pressing it in like that. I like this powder because I feel that it's not super dark on me, but it gives you that, I don't know, I feel that it gives the color that I want. It gives me that color payoff. So you can make mistakes and bring it down a little bit like that because I'll clean it up later on with the powder. This is a little bit darker, so be a little bit careful. I think they have a lighter one, but I bought the 03 one, I believe. Ooh, I love it. I love being bronzy. Okay, just a little bit like that. So I like to bring it into my neck area. If I'm using a open, like in my chest area, I have like an open t-shirt or blouse or whatever, or a dress. I like to just bring it down a little bit because sometimes it looks a little bit weird to have one color on your face and then another one on your neck. So I like to bring it out like that, just a little bit. I didn't use anything extra. I'm just using the what's left on the brush. So let's go in with the baking sponge and let's just clean it up. Clean it up. I like that defined look. I like baking. I love contouring. If you don't like doing this, it's just an extra step. You don't really have to do this. Remove all those baking powders that I have on my face. I like going in with a regular pressed powder and just adding a small amount to it with a fluffy brush and just start like blending it like that. Just to remove the other powder, but you know, perfect. Let's go ahead and finish the rest of the face makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and set before. I'm using the Scandinavia setting spray. So I don't like to go crazy just because I feel that this makeup look, you could just make it smoky or make it light, so you could use it like wearable day to night look. I'm gonna go ahead and use a beige eyeliner. With my trusty eyeshadow palette. It's my go-to palette, as you can tell. I'm gonna go in with this color right over here, which is this matte cocoa shade, really close to my tight line. So I just want to create that shape for my eye. It's very wearable. You can use it to work during the day, and then you can maybe use a black or a brown dark eye pencil to smoke it out when you want to go out at night after work to have some drinks or something like that. So for this look, you can definitely just use a nude or a pinkish nude color on the lips, which are my favorite. But I wanted to use a red color just because I feel that it goes with the look, and it's more for like those summer days or summer nights. And I feel like bronze colors on your eyes and then a red lip looks really, really flattering. So let's go ahead and line our lips. I'm using the cherry lip liner from MAC Cosmetics to go ahead and line my lips. I'm like really bad at lining. I have this dark red color from NYX Cosmetics in the color Monte Carlo. I think it's a beautiful shade, so let's go ahead and apply it. Oh, beautiful. Stunning. I'm using Monte Carlo by NYX Cosmetics on my lips. I think it's such a beautiful shade. It is a soft matte, soft matte lip cream, which means it's not gonna be super like cracking on your lips. Usually when you hear the word matte, I mean, that's how I feel. I'm like scared of them because they usually crack on my lips and I hate that. Well, the cool thing about this color, it has a lot of like blue tint to it. So it's gonna make your teeth look whiter, which is nice. Let's go ahead and use mascara on the under eye and set our eyebrows. I've been using my favorite. It's become my favorite, the Hourglass Arch Fiber Gel in the color Soft Brunette. Loving making my eyebrows look a little bit more like bushy. I feel that it looks very flattering, even more for summertime.
Oh, tell me you love me. I need someone on days like this. I do. On days like this.